a second public meeting, or if this is your first public meeting, welcome. The last time we met, we were up at the county. I think the energy at the meeting was so positive, and I think the results that we see tonight show that positive energy, and certainly thanks to Kim Allerton, who's here from Northwood and Associates Landscape Architects, who's been retained by the city to do this work. So Kim, in terms of our process tonight and our process from here on in, Kim will do a presentation sort of showing the background and the thought process toward her design tonight, but the idea is really to take an urban design approach to redeveloping this area of the Sydenham River from 10th Street to just south of 8th Street. After tonight, Kim will do her presentation, and there will be lots more opportunity for public input. If you know people who can't be here tonight, we will be live streaming, so you can click on the website and find the presentation on the website after tonight. So if you know someone who's missed it or you want to re-watch it and look at it, it'll be there. After tonight, there'll be lots of opportunity for input tonight. After tonight, Kim will take that input yet again and refine the concept and come back to council for approval sometime in January. We thought about bringing it back to council December 17th, but we just felt it would be too rushed given the time of year, and you know, we want tonight to certainly still hear input. So Kim, with that, welcome, and we look forward to your presentation.
Thank you very much, Pam. Can everyone see, if I try not to rip the mic off the stand the first thing, that would be, can everyone see the drawing? I'm not in their way and everyone can hear me okay? Good. I was thinking about not showing this plan. See, I'm going to do that again. Not showing this plan until the very end, sort of, you know, building up to it and leaving it as sort of this final reveal. But I was convinced to do otherwise by my partner. He said that I needed to show it at the beginning so that people could have a look before I bring them to that point through the presentation. So I'm very pleased to be here tonight, as it was. I'd like to just see how many people were at the meeting a month ago, just so that I don't repeat too much. Raise of hands. Okay, so there's maybe 2/3 were here. Those who weren't here last month? Okay, all right. Well, then I can feel quite comfortable in sort of going through a little bit of the same that I did before. And you know what? I'm just so comfortable with arrows. I'm going to use my arrows. So we are talking about the downtown river precinct. And there's all kinds of photographs on the internet of this area. It's clearly the jewel in Owen Sound's crown that, you know, on all of the tourism websites, there's always a picture of the river. The area in question is outlined, that the project area is outlined in the red, by the red line here. And that's First Avenue, really First Avenue's east and west, from 10th Street to just south of 8th Street. That's the project area that I've been given. But of course I am thinking about linkages north and south, east and west within that, in that area. My goals that I was given is using an urban design approach to develop a conceptual and schematic design for this downtown river precinct. So the final design that we've come up with, or at least that's being developed, is a schematic and conceptual design. It's not intended to be completely representational. It's intended to give you the flavor and the ideas, but there's a lot of different ways that those ideas can be expressed. We are looking to improve the character, make this area inviting and inclusive, and strengthen the image and identity of the downtown as the heart of this community. And of course, the river is such an important piece in this. It is what this is all about. So we need to embrace and highlight that natural environment of the river. The Harbor and Downtown Urban Design and Master Plan Strategy was developed a little over 10 years ago by Huff, Woodland, Naylor and Associates, a large firm out of the Toronto area. They identified, among other things, you know, within the harbor and downtown area, the river precinct was identified as a unique and distinct place. And they suggested some strategies reinforcing the existing strengths. They identified it as the heart of the downtown. They also proposed a festival loop, which really is 2nd Avenue East, 8th Street, 1st Avenue West, and 10th Street as that loop that's intended to be a festival loop where a lot of activities can happen. They had recognized the river as an urban linear green space with strong links to the natural heritage. This whole community has very strong links to its natural heritage. And that this area, the river precinct, should be very much pedestrian-oriented. The key words from that harbor and downtown master plan urban design, master plan strategy: eclectic, upscale, heritage, culture, festive, colorful, lively. I mean, we can just begin to imagine, you know, what this place could be with those words as key words to shape that that image. So within this area, within Owen Sound, by the way, north is to the left in all these drawings. It just worked better with the format of the page. Usually north up. I turned it there. Of course, this project area includes 4 very important civic building institutions: Hall, Market, Library, and they're all right on the of our project area, our study area. The downtown river precinct itself, we've zoomed into it now, and I'm going to go through preliminary comment view. So, well, we're here at the end. It's the PDF has been available. First of all, the news trail linking to the mill dam. It's a red line. It's going one bridge overtake it. Needs to be 3 or, but it needs to be continuous. And it needs to be. Second major idea is that I extend it through to the top views. The north like people. There. East be other demands on the market. Of course, I think those children in that part. Under and are family oriented in the so thank you, Peter. And there's a recognition of thing that's actually family play and children play structures, but just as and usable, for with last time the PSLs side. We're in downtown urban pedestrian district. I'm saying you need vehicles in there for deliveries, perhaps, and but it has a pedestrian back door. The store opens maybe with little cafes outdoors, eating associated with the event. Really, there are all kinds of examples. Sort of thing has worked in other municipalities near and far. So lots of for this some report there need to be 10 different reasons overlapping be in a space. And when I started to think and to make really come alive and to have that kind of life invited we're looking for. Really any repeats, you know, walking, I just put walking. So there are 24 different reasons to be in this space, ultimately. I think that is, means that this can be vital instead of so this is really and so I took that in more of a format that looks more realistic, but remember that it's really not intended to represent you the idea of the character. Where I'm trying to illustrate the character I'm after through photographs of other places where I'm trying to capture a sense of what it is that I'm trying to create here. So starting with walk, and I kind of just these up in all different order, but the river walk, that section, First Avenue East, where you can see in a space those kinds of buildings successfully been converted into a pedestrian, really welcoming and interesting, and there are different things around the corner. Some more images of very similar kind of places and spaces where a space of blossom and character and eclectic with what was done in the Harvard Downtown Master Plan document and at other times, some kind of a pedestrian from Second Avenue East, Avenue East, through the buildings, they were just open up and more, and recognizing that people can move through. And why it was, I hadn't actually, drawn that in. That's really flying through some particular location, but let's just keep that in our mind as a ability, and that will help to connect the events of each with those that happen on Avenue East. The promenade that carries on the 800 block is a place where we've got walkways, a body of water space. On that park, being a lot of grass with the meandering walk, I'm that looks a lot more like actually what is in front of Solid on the street than a green space, because this is going to be used. And I think Terrace landscape is here of that. Needs to be a different quality of the space. I think there's great opportunities for tables and games that was suggested by some of the people who there be actually outdoor games of whatever sort, and way to do that is with as well. And that in an area that's used and where people want to be and come really will help to analyze, and there are opportunities for this. At promenade between 8th and 8th. Now you'll note on the drawing, on the photograph, the trees. It is really talking about trees or big groups of shrubs. These are trees that are really all open. You'll be able to see through who's there and what's going on, and there's lots of upward movement, lots of directions, and you're not just one, but you can pull something over. You're intimidated by all those markers on Saturday morning. You don't have to go that way, go another route. Images, many meeting presentation, but some images of seeing along the market, which is community. Our market is a 6 alive. These images do illustrate that could be us of shelter for necessarily these are permanent, but that we could provide a roof this hard now